Hello Capricorn, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 15th through to the 21st of May. Interesting week. I've been looking forward to this week, seeing what's going to happen. There's loads of things going on in the collective around us, which should change things and really start that logical evolution that's going through everything. So let's just see what's going on for you. The overall energies that you have at the moment. The King of Cups. Having complete, it seems to be plain sailing is one of the things that's coming to mind, but it's also having control over your emotions, and maybe it's understanding certain aspects of your emotions that you didn't really know before, and didn't really get, didn't really totally understand, as it were, or your emotional engagement into in the world. There may be a sort of like realization which creates that plain sailing for you. Kind of go, oh, right, I didn't realise I was like that. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not like that anymore. And it just kind of goes, oh, in that case, I don't have to worry about it. I can just continue on. That's the sort of energy that that's sort of coming through you. On your relationship side, this is a karmic message. Now, this is really, truly a karmic message of decision. And there may be difficult decisions that you need to make in this coming week here. In order for it to be plain sailing. That's what the overall energy is looking for. And decisions need to be made in regards to your relationship side. And if you realize, if you know you have decisions to be made in your life, if you can, in your path of life is going in 2 different directions or 3 or 4 different directions, and you can see that there's lots of possibilities in your life, I would take time out. And this is what the Two of Swords should be about, taking time out of taking off that blindfold so you can see clearly everything around you. Because there may actually be a lot simpler way of doing things than what you're doing at the moment. That's possibly the decision that needs to be made in order to make it plain sailing, basically. So there, on your relationship side, there's a decision to be made to make it plain sailing. I'm laughing because the Nine of Cups has been coming up quite a lot. So the universe here is trying to help this decision here, and this is what I'm getting off of this Nine of Cups a lot at the moment. Is basically recognizing within this decision here, you'll recognize what beautiful things life can offer you. But at the same time, you're also realizing what you can offer life, what beautiful things you have to offer life as well. And it's making the decision that actually makes the best of both worlds, what life is bringing you and what you are bringing life, basically. And yet there is decisions to be made. But I really don't think I don't think they're nasty decisions. I don't think they're really, I don't think it's a case of should I be with this person or not. I don't think it's that sort of decision. It could well be for some of you, but it seems to be more of a case of what I have several possibilities within my relationships around me. And this could be concerning your family, your friends, your partner, your any future partner you're looking for. It could be concerning anything really, but it's how you position yourself in order to choose or to realize the most evident path for you. And then this aspect here is what emotions do you put into the situation. That's what's coming into it. Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. I think this is a case of realizing what you have to offer and what the world has to offer to you. And in the past, it's like sort of saying, this here is sort of saying it's a no-brainer on this decision. The past is the past. You want to leave it and move on to something very new. And that's what's stimulating this difficult choices that you seem to have to make in this week. That you have to, and it's within you, I think, more than anything else, rather than within the world around you. I think it's something. It's almost like a position that you need to take, and then that all of a sudden that will like a domino effect, change your relationships around you without you having to actually go to the person sort of saying, oh, look, this, no. You know, it's more the changes is within you as a person more than anything else, Capricorn. And it's realizing what you can offer this universe in a really beautiful way. And what the universe can offer you. It's like a fair exchange. And it should be, you know, it should come from the passions that are within you. Eight of Swords. Yeah. You may feel that if I don't make this decision, I'm going to be stuck. I'm not sure about that. I think it's a case of if you make that decision in you, you're going to free yourself up. And sometimes you kind of think, sometimes, you know, we can think like, if I make this decision, that's it. I'm now stuck within that. And I don't think it's a case of that, really, for you. I think it's going to free you up more than anything else. Because you're going to have this domino effect within the decision that you make. And once you take your blindfold off, once you take that time to just have a good look at the world around you, I think you're going to realize that actually you've got a lot more going for you. And this is what this plain sailing is about than you actually realize. And it's that passion that you've had in the past of what you want in the way of relationships is, I wouldn't tie yourself to a mast here. You know, I wouldn't do that. I would literally just realize what works for you, what you can offer on the outside world, and then you'll be able to see what the world offers you. You just make those decisions within you to go towards that sort of environment or that sort of relationships, and it will change all the relationships that are around you. And that's where I think it's going to free you up. And being passionate about, what is coming through you and what is the getting rid of the old and allowing in the new. And it's going to take you to abundance. There is sometimes Capricorn, you can take ages to make a decision. You know, you can take a long time. And I think here is sort of saying, don't take so much time. Just make the decision and out of clear observation of what relationships are passionate, you're passionate about. What sort of passions can you bring to those relationships? And it's going to become very obvious for you what decision you need to take. And then once you do that, you're not going to feel like your future's trapped. You're going to feel totally kind of like, oh, there is loads of possibilities now because those dominoes have all changed. And that's what's going to breed into the abundance within you. It's a transformative week for you within regards to relationships. In that, there is no doubt. But the transformation starts with you. On your material side, this is to do with your job, your business, and your projects. This is your karmic mission, and you got the Emperor. So you know what you want, you know how to get it, you have all the knowledge. You have all the power in order to get it, the authority in order to get what you want in regards to your career path or your job or your projects. And it's just a case of, go and take it. That's what that's what your karmic message is here, is to go and take it. And the universe here, so the universe is the universe bringing you woes and worries and continual repetitive nightmares. No, but I do believe there is a certain degree within Capricorn that is a little bit fatalist, and sometimes you can, you like it when it's difficult. But the universe here is sort of saying once you start stepping into your power, you will diminish or literally disappear. Vanish all those sort of like woes and worries and repetitive things which I tied into Virgo a little bit. It tied into Pluto a little bit. Where Capricorn, it's been very difficult for you over the last sort of 10 years of getting projects off the ground and stuff like that. And, you know, when they get off the ground, they may not be exactly what you thought they was going to be. So I think these woes and worries about anything that you're trying to do in the way of projects in life are that it's not that they're not founded, that you just need to realize that they're part of the past and that you need to be striving towards the future. And that is that strength card. So we get two very strong cards here between the Emperor and the Strength card. Really impressive, powerful, strong cards. And the other part of, you know, she's there. She's got a hand down the, you know, she's got a hand down the throat of the lion there. And yeah, you've got to be brave. You've got to have a strength within you in order to do that. And she's got that magician thing, the infinity sign. So she's creating her persona. She's creating her luck, her knowledge, her own, her wealth and power within her job cycle. But also at the same time, she's going through that whole sort of thing, kind of going, my word, I've got to put my hand down in the mouth of a lion. It could take my hand off. And it's quelling those doubts and fears within you to allow that strength and courage to come to the surface. And that's what it's there. The universe there is sort of taking it away from you, those trying to help you to alleviate those woes and worries. And it's sort of saying, if you step into your power, you will alleviate it. And then your guides here are sort of saying, and we'll keep away all those fears and, you know, fears and doubts you may have about any projects that you're actually doing. Because you are bound for success. You know it's within you. This is the power of the Emperor as well. It is, you've conquered yourself or your domain or where you work in, your business or your project or your job. You know what you can do. You know your qualifications. You know that you could do it. And this is bringing, and you realize inside you that, yeah, you deserve recognition in a way for what you do. You know, and that's what you're working towards. You're working towards not necessarily huge financial gains. That's not necessarily what it is. It's almost like you're working towards respect, which comes out of that whole sort of you know, that whole sort of logical evolution that we're going through. It's, you know, as I say, I think the economy will be based a lot more upon respect than it will be based upon money. You're going to make money anyway, Capricorn, because you do. That's what you do, Capricorn. You don't shy away from work either. You'll really put your nose to the grindstone, as it were, but at the same time, and you will do it, you know, to make money, but it's not always the guiding principle behind why you do things. That's why you like it sometimes difficult. Yeah, and you've got this Hermit card. So although the success is going to be coming into you, I think at the same time, you're almost sort of saying, yeah, I'm quite happy doing this and by myself. But not necessarily. So you're in it. Obviously, if you're in a job, you're going to be working with other people. But you're not looking to be, it's not like working with other people. I think it's, you know, this respect will come through the amount of work that you've done, because the Hermit has done a huge amount of work and seen all the shadow side of itself and the obstacles in its path, or the goals and the you know, the objectives within its path. You know, that's, you know them, and you know them inside and out, and how to go and get them. And now is a case to go ahead and just get them. And I think it's a solitary path for you as you go forward. But at the same time, I think it's incredibly rewarding. Let's just do a bit of clarification. With the King of Cups, you get the Queen of Cups. You couldn't get better there for overall energy, where you have complete and utter control over your emotions. We've only got one other cup here, it's got to be said, and only one other pentacle, is that right? Yeah, and only one other pentacle. Wow. So, you know, and you're consistent of earth and water. The overall energy here is you will radiate this confidence that you have about yourself and about life around you. And you're going to take the changes that are coming down the line, the 17th, 18th, and 19th. I really think you're going to take it in your stride. You've got the Two of Swords, which is clarified by the Five of Cups. These decisions in you could be out of disappointing relationships that you've had in the past. That you've put your all into these relationships and you've been disappointed. And I don't necessarily mean, and it could well be for some of you, but I don't necessarily mean like your partner or, a husband or a wife or whatever. It could be a case of, you're disappointed in say like friends or family or, or a situation basically, or relationships or the interaction that you had with certain people in the past. That you're just making this decision to no longer be part of, and that's what I think is going to free you up. With the Nine of Cups, you get the Strength card again. So I think you've got to know your strengths. You've got to know what you're bringing to the table, as much as you knowing what the table is bringing to you, as well. And knowing that is gonna encourage a lot more to come into you through the universe, and the universe wants that. The Ace of Wands, we get Justice. So this is like karmic sort of like karmic rewards in a way, because you've dealt a lot within yourself and it's out with the old and in with the new. You're going to get karmic rewards, basically, a justice within your life, and that's what's come from the past. And it's taking that passion that you have for life and certain relationships and really going forward in a very harmonious way. I think you free yourself up from a relationship that was causing you pain, by the looks of things, on that there. And I think it's the realization within you that is taking you away from a relationship that made you feel stuck and caused you pain as well. And the only reason the relationship causes you pain is because you have a lot of love there for that relationship. So you can't just sort of, say you never recognized the love that you had for that person, because you wouldn't have that pain, as it were. And sometimes, you've got to just make the decision within yourself to go to, realize what you're bringing to the table and what the table's bringing to you. So you can have this fair exchange with life around you, get involved in your passions and really sort of like kind of saying, that's where I want to be, or these are the types of relationships I want to be. Therefore, you're going to have to maybe let go of certain things in the past. And I think this could well be that case there, where you make that decision within you, you change your position, which almost, it creates this knock-on domino effect that goes through your life, which will free you up. And I'm not saying it's not going to be the most painful thing in the world. The reason being is because you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups in the middle. It's almost as if like you're sort of saying, I don't want any more pain and I want to be free. I want our relationship to be free totally. That could well be sort of like, what you're expressing in your life. Let's see what comes out of there. A leap of faith. There is something that new, as I said, out with the old and in with the new. And if you're going to want this abundance, you're going to have to jump into that decision that you're making, that direction that you're taking. And once you jump into it with wholeheartedly, you're going to be in a really good way. And I think you're going to get the best out of life. I really do, in regards to relationships that are around you. But it is, the decision is within you. With the Emperor, you get the Lovers. So obviously this is on the material side of your life. I think with this sitting in your power, you're going to really find your higher self and fall in love with the respect that you give yourself, but the respect that that you're due in a way. It's like the respect of the work as well that you do and stuff like that. But whatever it is, it's a case where you combine yourself with your, you fall in love with your higher self here and your righteous position in life. With the 9 of Swords, you get judgment. I think this is something that's dead, done and dusted within the past. And the universe is sort of saying to you that do not worry about your future, because Capricorn, you can do, and you're constantly trying to get things done. And the universe is sort of saying, just sit in your power, go for it, stick to the plan, and then you'll get your just desserts. You'll get your rewards out of life. On the Strength card, you have the Moon. So this is like delving deep. And this is what the strength is here, is delving deep within inside you to confront a little bit of the unknown of the past. I think so these doubts are based on past experiences of how you've done your job and your business and etc. And what it's sort of saying here is you should have the strength to quell those doubts of your past that now no longer have part of your life. And these are unforeseeable futures that you no longer need to worry about. You should go forward with pride and conviction, basically. And with that six of wands, with that recognition, and that sort of that recognition for the good work that you're working towards. You've got the King of Cups. You've got the control over your emotions. You'll be able to sort of kind of go, yeah, no, worked hard. Really proud of myself. Proud of everything that is around me. Proud of the business. Proud of the project or proud of my job. Proud of the company I work for, and the people that I work with and stuff like that. It's gonna be it fills you with joy, but it's very consistent. It's very continual sort of scenario. Okay, so with the Hermit, you get the 3 of Cups. You can get 2 different things. Maybe it's a case here is that you've gone through that dark night of the soul. Your dreams and aspirations in according to your business and your projects or your job. And what it's saying here is saying, although keeping yourself to yourself maybe, using all your knowledge of what brought you to this time and space now, you can network with people that are around you in a very joyous way, which is going to bring you good results, which is going to help you to enhance that success in your life, help you to quell any doubts of your past, and really make your future something that is not only abundant in the way of rewards in finances and etc. and respect, but also in joy, basically, and the lack of stress and strains for the future. You've just got to go ahead and do it, but it's waiting for you at the moment, Capricorn. And when you sit in your power, you will really do it. There is obviously decisions that need to be made within you in according to how you position yourself in regards to the relationships. And it sounds like it's going to free you up from a situation that may have caused you pain in the past or made you feel disappointed about the past. But it's only you that can go ahead and do this as well. You've got to seize on that sort of passion within you and strive towards relationships that are much more sort of abundant and with a beautiful exchange, basically. Okay? And get back to that joyous aspect of life. And it's a bit of a journey that you've got to have. You've got to have faith as well, a leap of faith, but also, willing to just step a little bit out of your comfort zones, basically. And I think the security will build that as well. That feeling absolutely secure may not necessarily be something that you're very comfortable with, Capricorn. Maybe you're not used to it. That could well be a possibility. But whatever's going on, it's just waiting for you to just go ahead and do it. And it's going to be absolutely brilliant, Capricorn. I can't see much in the way that's going to hold you back apart from yourself, basically. So there you go, Capricorn. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you got the best out of this channel. I do thank you very much for supporting this channel. Don't forget, on the 11th of June, I will be doing a live reading with Veritas Tarot, which you'll find linked in the description below. You're going to have to subscribe over there in order to be asking questions on the live reading. Yeah, in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.